There we go. Happy Thursday to all my boxing brothers and sisters out there. It's another major key edition. Yeah, we've been going hard for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. With might as well go live for Thursday too. Had a prospect on yesterday, but this is somebody with some actual fights under his belt, trying to do some big things. So we're proud to have him on here, and we'll talk to him about his career, what he plans to do, and hopefully we get a lot of information out of this young brother. You know what I'm saying? Doing great things. Nice, impressive resume at the moment. And just FYI, guys, I know y'all used to seeing my face, but having a snowstorm out here. I'm sorry, snowstorm, rain in Florida. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be showing my face this particular episode, but if anything, Troy will pick up, after me. But without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce this young brother. How you doing, sir? We got the real deal.
Yes, sir.
The real deal up in the building. And Pops, what's going on? How you doing back there?
All right, how you guys doing?
Oh, we chilling, man. We chilling, man. Thank you guys for showing up.
Thanks for having us.
Man, my pleasure, man. Look, man, we really proud to. We deal with a lot of legends. I'm not sure if you guys follow the show, but we've been dealing with a lot of legends over here. But we also wanted to dabble with the prospects, because it's always nice to give people a platform, and basically highlight what you're doing right now and let people know to keep an eye out. That way we can make sure that people are following you from that. And with that being said, for those that don't know you, go ahead and explain to people who you are, what got you into boxing, and basically what you expect to do.
I'm Dylan and Real Deal Price. My dad had me. What got me into boxing? My dad had me in every. Long story short, I was playing football, was too small. He pulled me to the side and said that he was going to pull me out of football because I was too small, I was too young. No, I was actually older, but I was just too small. And he told me that I was going to try boxing. Ever since he took me to the boxing gym, I fell in love with it.
Okay. All right. And that was what? And 9 years old, right?
Yes, 9 years old.
And Pops, you have a history in boxing as well, right? And your other sons?
Oh man, I had a cup of coffee, yeah. But I had been in the gym since maybe 13 years old. Just trying to trouble keeping busy. Got a couple of amateur fights, one pro fight. Won that one, but I had some other interests. Was in business and things like that. But always in the sport. Even when I gave up fighting, I started training my nephews. Then I started training my oldest son, and then of course when Dylan came along, hey, you're a Price. You may not want to compete or go far in the sport, but you're going to learn how to fight. And when I took him down the gym that first time, it was like a fish in water. He just really took to it.
Okay, and that was those neighborhoods around Philly and over there in in New Jersey, the rough areas. So I can imagine.
All of his training was in Philly. When we moved here, we've been over in Jersey for about 20 years, 22 years, really since he was born. But all of the boxing, it wasn't any gyms in Jersey at the time. So I took him where I trained. So every day we would drive 45 minutes over to West Philly, where I trained, where I came from. And that's where, he harnessed or honed his skills. And most people thought he was from Philly. They didn't know he wasn't from Philly because he did all his sparring, all his fighting was in Philly because they didn't really have anything in Jersey. When I came to Jersey, that's what brought that whole movement of, okay, we got Philly that's in Jersey. So it's not, I don't want to knock Jersey, but it's not a corny gym. It's an actual real boxing gym. They just from Philly and moved to Jersey. So that's how we began our thing.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yo, Troy, go ahead and follow up.
I'm sorry, man. I had a little phone issue. How you doing, brother?
All right. Good to see you.
All
guys.
right. All right. And yes, sir. Pops, how you doing, sir?
Good. Good.
Good, man. Finally got you here. I'm glad you're here. I got to ask you something, man, because I watched a couple of your fights, man, and a lot of what you do seems natural, man, and you're doing it like, so, who you get that from? You get that from your dad, granddad? Who you get that kind of natural timing and all that from?
Well, my dad taught me everything I know. in the sport of boxing. So I would say I get it from my dad. But I also like to watch a lot of fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker. So I will pick up little things, but for the most part, everything is from my dad's teaching.
Okay. Okay, Dad, you know,
I'm
who
sorry.
would you say that your son actually reminds you of when you see him in the ring, you know, his style?
He used to love Floyd so much, so it was a Floyd style. He had at one point like a Mildred Taylor style.
Ah, yeah.
There's a lot of action, but in the pro game, we had to pull that back because just like Mildred, you're gonna have a short career.
Mm-hmm.
Just relying on your speed and not your timing and your defense. So right now, I like to look at him when he wants and at his best, like a Sweet Pea, aka Tevin Farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, that's my goal. And at times he shows flat that. And then fighting style very similar to no, for me it's more what I kind of pattern him after is more Sugar Shane at 135.
Okay.
Very good body puncher. I think we actually possess. Sugar might have been faster, but we actually possess more skill than Sugar Shane had at this level. But he was definitely faster. But that he was such a beautiful body puncher. Body puncher back to the head. That's Dylan. That's his style. So that, and I want to incorporate more of that Sweet Pea / Tevin Farmer because they pretty much very similar. Of course, Sweet Pea makes him, but
Mm-hmm.
one of them would be okay.
All right. I could tell you what I saw when I looked at him, and this might throw you off a little bit.
Talk
A
to
young Zab Judah, because Zab was very, very damn polished when he was young, man.
us.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Zab had more of a one-punch knockout. I mean, he at times he could. Now, if he didn't get you early,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the fight, just trying to clown around, but he had that ability to get you out with one punch. That left uppercut come, he could catch you.
Yeah, that's his killer shot. But I kind of got that vibe off him, you know, simply because he was polished.
Right.
He's very polished, man.
And Zab was, like you said, coming out the amateurs. He was already ready to go. You are correct.
All right, well, I got one more question because you what now? You 12 and what or 13 or something? I'm sorry. Huh?
13-0, 10 knockouts.
Okay. So let's say like a year from now, you know, how many fights do you have a year?
How many fights you have? 3.
Well, we try to get 3 to 4. I mean, the COVID hit. I mean, when we left Mayweather, we were on track, man. We had it lined up. We're gonna get 5 fights this year, and the COVID hit messed everything up.
Okay.
We're trying to look at that 3 to 4 fights a year. While he's still 8, and this will probably be the last week, move up to 10.
Okay.
So January, he fought April. He'll go July. So we hope to go again October, between September, October, probably October. Take off a little bit for the summer, and then probably come back in January. So that will be 4 times in 1 year.
Hey, I tell you what, come back, man. Definitely come back, man, because we want to. I like to start fires, I guess, but we want to put you on with someone that's in your weight class. You never know, man. You might get. Hey, come back in about a year, man, and we'll find someone that's making some noise, and we'll definitely put you on with them.
Don't wait till next year. Calling.
Hey! I tell you what, if you're serious, you're talking to the right man, because I'll go ahead and do it. So
That's
okay.
I hope.
Okay, cool. It's a done deal, man.
All right,
It's a done deal then.
yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and jump in here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and jump in, Major.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask the champ there, man. As far as that fight with the meeting that you had, what was it, 2010 with Mayweather? I know you was a big fan of his, and then you got with him, you know what I'm saying? And he offered you to come, to the gym or whatever. Tell me about that experience, man. That must have been dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was an excellent experience working with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions. We had a great time. We learned a lot. So it was a once in a lifetime experience. We had a great time.
Okay, all right. And tell me about I mean, because obviously he understood what you was about. I mean, when I looked you up, you know what I'm saying? I seen 2009 ringside, 2009 National PAL, Golden Gloves, Junior Olympic Nationals, USA. You were voted outstanding in multiple things. So I mean, so tell me about those experiences.
Oh man, they were wonderful. I actually was thinking about that recently. That out of all of the top guys that you see in the professionals now, I won most outstanding boxer out of all of those guys twice. So that goes to show how special I am. And
Let's when we were in the Junior Olympics, when he won he won most outstanding boxer. It wasn't a Shakur Stevenson was in it. He won it. It was a lot of like really good guys that won it. So Teofimo Lopez. So that's why we celebrate those most outstanding boxers. It wasn't against no names that he was going against the best, winning that title with. It was with some very well-known guys. And then in 2015, he won it. And in 2016, he won the USA's both years. But in 2015, listen to this lineup. Tell me if you know any of these names. These are guys that were there and or won it. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Jaron Ennis, Teofimo Lopez, Edgar Berlanga. What's the one? Ryan Garcia. Virgil Ortiz. I mean, this was everybody. Charles Conwell, the Olympian. Everybody was at 2015. And of course, it was only 11 winners, 11 weight classes. But of course, Dill was one of the winners. I took two fighters that won both guys won it. But Dill won most outstanding boxer. Now, those are probably, and we're going to be right there with them, but they're more known right now. Those are some guys that may reach Hall of Fame level. And we were all in there together. So those are
definitely top talent.
Yes, it was a lot of talent. And it was a lot of fun too. But for him to come out not only as the champion, he had to fight 5 times in that tournament. But for him to come out not only the champion and then repeat in 2016, but also win Best Boxer, that was he said the Junior Olympics, which was his first major USA boxing national. But for me, 2015, that was special because everybody was there.
I would say the Junior Olympics though, because I was 14, 5 pounds, moving up to the 1-on-1s. My dad, I was 14 fighting 15, 16. My dad didn't know what to expect. We were just going out there to get experience. And I won the whole tournament. Wound up winning the whole tournament and outstanding boxing.
But for me, we're going back and forth with this. 2013 was his breakout year. That was his come out year. But then in 2014, his head got big. Thought I'm gonna just walk in there, knock people out. That's that we wanted. So they were looking at 2013 was that a fluke? So 2015, when that came along, it was like we quieting everybody in the division. We blowing them out. We making them look bad. We breaking them down. We stopping them one way or the other. So for me, 2015 was like redemption, and then from there, you never lost again at home, right? So he then took off and became consistent with this game. So for me, 2015 was the most fun.
When you say it like that, it makes more sense.
Yeah, man. That's why I brought it up, because I feel like at the beginning, where, you know what I'm saying, when I was asking y'all as far as like the career, that I wanted to hit, that's something to highlight right there, man. That's nothing to like, turn your eye on, you know what I'm saying, to bat your eyes on, those are some accomplishments, some real accomplishments, man. So go ahead, man.
I'm a historian, so I love history. I love the history of the game. I love history in general, biblical, theologically, or whatever. I just love history. So you don't. I'm glad you asked that, because you don't get that question much anymore in the pros, because they really don't care about that. Unless you're an Olympian, they don't really acknowledge any of that. So when we actually talk about the things that help build us to bring us to this point, those were some of the things. And what we learned, and Dale shared this on another interview, is, you know, that stuff don't mean a hill of beans when you come into the pros. Because you can fight a guy 1-6, but he put them 8-ounce gloves on and you don't have no headgear on, he can knock your head off. So, I mean, it profited us, of course, some, but the game is so different between the amateurs and the pros that, you know, it didn't hurt us, but it didn't help us initially coming in. And I think that's where some of the young fellas make the mistake thinking they were so successful there that it's going to translate, but it's really a different game. You with
You
me?
all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you. I'm gonna step in real quick.
Okay.
You know what? I got
My bad. That was the storm, like I was saying earlier. My
okay.
bad. Because I did have a follow-up question because basically what he said, you know, about moving forward and all that. So the next fight, talk a little bit about that. What type of style are you dealing with? I know it's July 31st. You know, I could see the step-ups based on the records. You know, when you're looking at the box rec, you can see the step-ups that you guys been doing. And, you know, you putting them in there with more experienced people, you know what I'm saying, heavier hitters and trying to, you know, get it out of them to make sure he can last those rounds as he progresses. So I see what you're doing, which is great. You know what I mean? So tell me about that fight, right, over there in Atlanta. Where is it? Is it in Atlanta City?
Yeah,
Atlanta City, yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, there we go.
yeah. Well, July 31st, I'm fighting Edwin Rodriguez. He's a solid opponent. He beat like 6 undefeated guys. So I'm just looking to go in there and show that I'm not like no other fighter that he fought. He actually fought some very good guys. He fought Christian Cardo and he fought Joshua Greer, along with a lot of other nice, good fighters. So I'm just looking to go in there and show the boxing fans in the world that I'm nothing like nobody else he ever fought before.
Yeah, well, and what we want to show is the difference. You've seen him fight others, and he can fight. Nobody's taking that from him. But I think Dylan is finally settling in and understanding this pro game, and myself as well, as coming from the background of an amateur trainer versus now a professional. So having a better understanding of what we're doing, how we should do it. We really want to show that it's a difference in talent. He just fought a draw with Joshua Greer. We want to show a little different. He never been stopped. Dylan is 13-0 with 10 knockouts. Everybody that we didn't stop, we tried to have a rematch with because we were going to stop him. And we got 2 of the guys. We couldn't get the last one in, but we'll keep working on that as well. But we know that a win is a win. We understand that. But knockouts is what put those butts in the seat. And he's never been stopped. So we're going to go in, of course, trying to get the win, but you never know. You might see something that you've never seen before with Edwin Rodriguez in that fight.
True. I noticed that he beat Josh Greer Jr. I was like, oh, okay, he has that dude. Yeah. I'm sorry, who else?
No, I'm sorry. I was saying he had a draw. He didn't beat him. It was a draw.
Yeah, it was like a majority, right? Majority. It was, yeah. Majority draw, yeah. So yeah, man. Go ahead, Troy. My bad. I just needed to follow up before I forgot that one because I definitely want to highlight that upcoming bout.
Not a problem, man. You know what? I got a few more questions, but we got to shout out your publicist real quick because he's the one that got you here, right? That's the Gibbs, right?
Yeah, we call him
so you know, much respect. He got you here. We definitely appreciate it, man. And
always.
Name the 3. Let's say the 3 fighters right now that you're really looking to do some work with. Like, just name 3 that you really want to do some work with right now.
Like sparring, fighting, what?
No, I'm talking about fighting.
Well, Chocolate. I'm going for all of the top guys right now, of course. I would say Chocolate Tito, Juan Estrada, and if you want to go 118, I would say Rashid Warren.
Woo! Yeah, when you said top guys, you weren't playing. Yeah, you definitely want to fight Chocolate Tito, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, that's. You know what? How would you handle? How would you handle someone like that has so much more experience than you, and he knows how to move around the ring and all of that?
Come on, man.
Well, my dad will put a game plan together, and I'll execute it to the T, and we'll come out victorious.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Okay.
Chocolatito's
He's
a great fighter.
Hall of
He's a
Famer.
great champion. No disrespect. Certain things that Yah being our Heavenly Father, has blessed us with, and He's blessed other ethnic groups with certain things. Endurance, the Mexicans, they go all day. I hope I'm not being stereotypical, but I'm just being as honest as I can. But with the rhythm and the speed that we would bring, it's not the same as Chocolatito fighting another Mexican, another Armenian, another Filipino. It's not the same as fighting somebody that is a African American that has those abilities that African Americans have. Now we also have some knocks. They say dig to the body, and the brothers don't like it. So those are things that we try to work on. But with the athletic ability that Dylan, my son, possesses, the power that he's developing and the speed that he has, the only thing he has to do is be focused and train properly. And that would be, that would be an easy fight with Chocolatito. Now, I mean, you put us in there and we got to do what we're saying. But I'll tell him what fights would be difficult, what sparring people are going to be difficult. And he'll look at me like I'm doubting him and things like that. And am I right or wrong? Because I know my son and I know his style. And I can see other styles to see how they would match. A fight like Chocolatito, we would love it. But most of the only guy that I look at as being a potential problem, and that's at 118, that's a bigger weight, but we'll do it if we had to, would be Inoue. Inoue. That boy could punch. I don't care.
What about Donaire?
Nonito Donaire. He was going to be the second one on the list, but he's a little longer in the tooth. We just got to wait him out. Yeah, those two are two excellent fighters that I think possess some things that would give us problems, but that's our job to figure it out. But anyway, that boy got bricks in his hands, so you can move for 11 rounds, and he only got to hit you once. So you'd have to really be on your A game. But even
he just
him
moved up to 122.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why I'm a scooter talking about.
We're 115, but we will fight 18 because it's so hard, especially as me functioning as his promoter. It's very difficult. And Mayweather found this to be a problem as well. Finding 115s, you got to fly everybody in from out of the country. When you go up 3 pounds, it does make a difference in who you're able to fight. And we were getting a lot of 118s that were committing to fighting at 115 plus 1, and they were coming down, but they weren't making weight. So we fighting bigger guys that's not even making weight. We killing ourselves to make weight. So we said that don't make sense at this level, at this stage. We might as well just fight at 118.
All right. Wow. I'm still. Yeah, you said he's long in the tooth. He's one of my favorite fighters, man. Donaire. Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't mind seeing you put some work in with him.
I said those will be, and I'm talking about out of top guys. I don't want to disrespect any up and comers and things like that, but I mean out of the world champions. Those are the two that would present the most problems. I mean, Rigondeaux is so super skilled, but he just don't punch enough. And if you have the slickness to do what needs to be done with him a little bit older, I will take that. I would take that at 118.
Based on the fact, my bad, Troy, but based on the fact, right, that you said, that basically you proved that you were a good matchmaker, you understand your son's style, right? I'm listening to who you're talking about, right, as far as like the competition, and I see a resemblance. I already see what the plan is here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I already see. I'm not going to snitch on you, but I see the plan already. You know what I'm saying? So so you're looking for great things, and yeah, sound super confident. That's a great thing to hear. You know what I mean? That's a really great thing to hear, to be honest with you, man. Go ahead, Troy.
Nah, I was gonna say something similar, that you're building a legacy, man. You're building a legacy. I wish I could make them calls and get you them fights, man, because now I'm all interested in seeing it happen.
And keep taking care of business, like this fight here. y'all willing. I don't want to sound cocky or anything. If we take care of business the way that we plan on taking care of business, this is a statement fight. It don't have to be on TV, but it's still on the record that he stopped Edwin Rodriguez. He's never been stopped, and he's fought some really, really tough competition. We made this fight 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so he's got 7-8 weeks to prepare. It's not something that we bringing him in as a B-side, giving him 3-4 weeks notice. So we want him to have the best opportunity he can, and we have the best opportunity we can. But a win in very good and it's not going to be easy. We both agree that it's not going to be easy, but a spectacular win against this guy makes people take notice that you got to start paying attention. You got to start looking at him. You can't just pretend that he doesn't exist because he's not with a major promoter or is not, nationally televised. This is somebody we got to pay attention to. So this begins right here with this fight. We make our statement right here. Rodriguez is a good gatekeeper for prospects. So we have to do what nobody else has done to Rodriguez. Either box his socks him off and make him look ridiculous, or we got to get him out of there.
You're going to get him out of there. I see it happening.
Okay?
You're going to get him out of there, brother.
Let me switch gears here. So upcoming fights. We got Vasily Lomachenko, right? And we have the Gervonta Davis fights, right?
Yeah.
So Vasily versus Nakatani, Gervonta versus Barrios. Predictions from both of you on each of those fights.
Gervonta Davis knockout 8 round. Vasily Lomachenko, I say stop. This is comeback fight too. I say stoppage in the later rounds, like the 10th, like the 9th, 10th. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Pops?
Okay, and I'm so super focused on what I'm doing. Now I'm on my business, but with Gervonta, Kid Barrios, he could fight. He got Virgil Hunter. I mean, he's going to be disciplined in his corner. We know that. But I think Calvin Ford is going to put the game plan together. Even moving up at 140, he doesn't have to struggle to make weight. I think he's going to carry that punch with him. So I got the Gervonta, and I would say in the earlier stages around the 5th or 6th round. And who was the second fight you asked about? I'm sorry.
That's going to be Lomachenko versus Nakatani, the Japanese dude.
Right.
That gave Teofimo problems.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was sometimes when you come to a show to watch the show, you if somebody get with you or the co-star does a little more, you give him more credit. Because I don't really think he got with Teofimo in my eyes. I think the announcers got down on him and got him to thinking that he didn't do as well as he did. But I would definitely say that Lomachenko would win that. It's a good comeback fight for him. I don't necessarily see a knockout because that kid was long, right? If I remember correctly, yeah, he was tall and long. But I think Loma would get that. And like I said, I don't think he did as well as everybody say he did with Teofimo. In this game, you're gonna get touched. And he got surprised with that reach. He got hit with a couple right hands. But I think overall he did well. So I think Loma get him.
Okay, that was a good assessment. So with one of the major topics in the YouTube boxing community is the confusion around the WBC belt. The fact that some people, don't have any respect for the franchise belt. Some people do. So we have all this confusion, right? So what do you guys think? Should Haney and Tio just fight, and whoever wins, that's it? We drop the one of the belts, and the other one is a superior from now on, or how do we move forward from this?
I think it's too early for Devin and Teofimo to fight. I think it's a little too early for that, to be honest. I think they still building their names up. My dad know more in the game than me, but me personally, I think it's too early.
No, I agree with that. But when you look at, if you were asking about the what did you call the belt? I'm sorry.
The belt, yeah. That's the whole confusion, because the whole thing is that Teofimo obviously beat the man to beat the man. So in that way, he's lineal. And that way you would, since he got the elevated belt. But then there's the confusion because if you go to the WBC site, it does show Devin Haney as the world champion.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And so that's the whole confusion. And it's not Devin Haney's fault. It's not Teofimo's fault. It's the WBC's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And, and I'm not hating on Mauricio Sulaiman. I just think that this wasn't well thought out to the full extent that it should have been thought out.
Right.
And so that's why I asked you guys. So as far as like moving forward, should just they just make a still rule like, hey, you know what? Whoever wins this fight between Haney and Teo, because if they don't fight, like you were saying, Champ, if they don't fight, then we don't have any kind of resolution to this whole issue because everybody's going to still be confused.
Right.
Well, understanding, because I've been on both sides and I'm still on both sides of the boxing portion and the boxing business, and it just does make for more of a culmination if both of them are world champions and fighting and trying to meet each other. So, I mean, it doesn't take much away from it. Look, if they got a franchise belt at 115 or 118, I'll take it. And I wouldn't look at it as any other thing other than the world championship. So, I mean, for Devin, he beat who they put in front of him. Of course, beating Lomachenko was a much bigger feat. He's going to get the payday and, of course, the accolades from it. But at that part, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we go back, I'm sure, I don't know how old you are, but I told you, historian, the WBO is a new phenomenon for us. It was once upon a time, WBC, then WBA, then the IBF, and then the WBO was looked at as an outside joke, and it solidified itself. Now you got the IBO coming through. We got an NBA title, and we don't even play basketball, but we wear that belt. I mean, a belt is a belt, and a world championship, if they put it up and he fights the guy that they put in front of him, and he's a world champion.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, no, I'm 41. So I definitely understand, and I like to study on it. I won't claim to be a boxing historian, but whatever I can remember, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did grow up around my grandmother who put me on very young. My house was the place where everybody went in the Bronx. Everybody just colluded into the 5th floor and had their drinks, and everybody was standing around. And even the guy that was giving us the illegal television, he was there just to fix it in case they knocked the stream off. So that was the type of place I grew up in. But I'm not gonna get you into the glove gate and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get you into something more important. Then I'll pass it off to Troy. And I know your time is limited. So after that, we'll ask you guys to tell everybody where to follow you and all that. But my final question, just the state of boxing in general. What do you guys think about the fact that, right now it's so hard to make these fights? You know what I'm saying? These promoters are not working for the benefit of the sport. I understand money's involved, but, man, it's gotten to a ridiculous point where, to be honest with you, some people don't want to fight because they don't like the other person. Some people don't want to fight because they're too friendly with the other person. Like, aren't we supposed to be just the same way you guys are talking about you're going to fight whoever? Aren't we supposed to be doing that?
Yes, 100%.
How much do you think you could get for me to fight Dylan? I'll fight him. It don't matter who he friends, son. It don't matter.
Well,
if the money is right, he fighting him.
Yeah, and that's the difference with me and my dad and my family. We don't really have friends, so-called friends in the sport of boxing. This is a business. We're not here to be cool with everybody and be all friendly. We're here to do what we're supposed to do. Our goal is to try to leave our mark in the sport of boxing, make as much money as we can, fight the best, beat the best, and lead a game with a lot of money and like I said, hopefully a Hall of Famer or something like that. My goal was never coming to the sport of boxing like I'm in high school or something, to be cool with all of the top guys and things like that. So that's why I think we're different.
And I told you the era that he grew up, or he came up with, this is all of 2016. He was too young for the Olympians, him and Devin, but these are all guys that came up the same time. So we all know the same people, all of the fathers, the coaches, we all got each other numbers, we kick it and have fun. But you've never seen Dylan Price or Dave Price in a camp with Shakur Stevenson, who we know very well. You've never seen us in a camp with Gervonta Davis, who we know very well. You never seen us with Charles Conwell or any of the big name guys, because like he said, we got our team and our family members and our squad. So we don't, I'm glad you asked that question, because we don't do the whole riding thing. We're not looking to smooth our way to the top. We're not looking to make associations. And if somebody else do it and it work for them, that's fine. But, we want to do it from our talent. We want to do it from real relationships that we build. Not just, okay, he's the hot guy, let's go down and get on TV with him and spar. No, if that benefits us, then that's what we're doing. So when it comes to us, the friend part, you don't have to worry about that. Because like we said another time, like DMX said with the rap things, that I told you, rap guys, I had no friends. And that's the same thing in this sport. I got one real friend in this sport. Everybody else is cool, and we do what we do, but the team, No Excuse, Lamont Roach, down there in DC, that's my guy. That's like my brother. Everybody else, we cool. You be cool how you be cool, and I'll be cool how I'll be cool. That's the same for him. So we won't have to worry about being friends and fighting your friends. If it's not his little brother, we'll fight him.
That's what's up, man. That's real talk right there. And I'm gonna say this before I pass it off to Troy, because I know once you mentioned DC, he probably you probably just blew his lid right now because he's over there in DMV. but now Rockman, we had seen Rockman here Monday, and he said a very similar thing that everybody really appreciated. That they were asking him about him being an underdog. You know what I'm saying, against Lennox Lewis, and he's like, underdog to who? Maybe to y'all, not to me. I knew I was gonna win. Okay. Y'all didn't know I was going to win, but I knew I was going to win. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality to have. So, you know what I'm saying? It's great to hear that confidence, like I said earlier. But I digress. I'm going to pass it to Troy. Go ahead, man, so we can wrap it up.
Legacy builders. That's all I'm hearing when I hear you talk, man. Legacy builders.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, definitely, man. You're going to be around. You're definitely going to be around in this game for a while, man. You're going to build something, too. You and your dad are going to build something, man. Let's just say you're gonna leave a mark on the game.
Yeah.
Because you have some people who just step, and you have some people who actually leave footprints to follow, right?
And that's another thing too. Yeah, the father-son combination, bro. We really appreciate that, man, because that's one of the things that a lot of people don't appreciate, and we appreciate that over here, man. I got 9 kids, man. I have 9 kids. Yeah, man. I'm 41 with 9 kids, man. Trust me, I appreciate my children, so I feel you. I feel you.
You get 9 kids.
Hey, I'm 50. I got 4, and I don't want no more. I tell people. So yeah. But listen, man. You here now, and you family. That's what I like to tell people. You got a social media home, so anytime you want to promote, you want to come over here and say, look, man, we got a fight coming up. Or we got to fight firearm training. Right. Yeah, you definitely know how to reach us. And you say you train in Jersey or in Philly? Which one? Jersey. Okay.
We have 2. We have a box gym at Clementon, and the other one is in Turnersville.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna invite you to Baltimore, man. I thought you were still in Philly. I just wasn't listening, huh?
That's only about 2 hours.
Yeah. Because there's a boxing gym there, Umar Boxing, UMAR, right?
Huh?
Yeah,
I know him.
You know Marvin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
good.
All come up together.
Okay. Marvin know every daggone body, but yeah, man, definitely. If you ever in Baltimore, man, stop by and get that work in. Marvin got some good fighters.
Okay. Definitely. Yep.
Definitely got that work, but. Yeah, but again, it's been a pleasure, man. I see a lot in you. I see a lot of strength in your dad. So, man, listen, I'm a father and I got sons close in age with you, and I'm a pain. I'm going to just tell you the truth. So, anytime your dad tells you something, you might not agree with it, do it anyway because it's going to send you on the right path. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man. With that being said, man, you guys let everybody know where they can follow you guys, and if you want to chop it up, I'll reach out to Ness before the fight so we could get a little more close coverage right before the fight, see how you feeling fight week or the week before, whatever. But I'll reach out to Ness about that individually. In the meantime, let everybody know where to follow you guys, and where you get some supporters.
You can follow me on Instagram at Dylan the Real Deal Price. I want everybody to tune in July 31st. It's gonna be a great fight. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win in spectacular fashion, and I'm gonna do something that nobody, Edwin Rodriguez, ever fought before. I'm gonna do something nobody's ever did to him before.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Any last words, Pops?
Yes, sir. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys for having us. I want to thank our publicist, Nest the Best. That's Nestor. Nestor the Best. We appreciate him hooking this interview up. You guys looking to get busy and move forward, definitely give Nestor a call. So thank you for having us. If you want to get tickets for the fight, it's going to be the fight. Saturday, July 31st. We're going to be the semi-main event on this one with Edwin Rodriguez, who's 11-5, very, very competitive fight. It will be, but we're going to show that it's a difference between good and somebody who aspires to be great. So you can contact us for tickets at 856-842-7577, or you can go on pboxingpromotions.com. They'll be available on Monday, pboxingpromotions.com.
Why don't you send us that flyer, man, or send us that information, man, and we'll go ahead and promote it. You want to do that?
That's what's up. Yeah.
All right.
Yo, it's been another great edition of Major Key. Yo, shout out to you guys, man. We're looking forward to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but best wishes for y'all. Hope to see y'all soon over here with another victory, and hope everybody here follows their career.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Thank you. Y'all have a great evening.
Thank you.
Peace.